Welcome to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network on the internet at RSN, YouTube, Facebook.com/Region Sports and RegionSports.com. We come to you today from Jerry Ross Park in Crown Point, Indiana, as Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point presents the Cal Ripken 10U World Series. Michael Brenner here on site to get set for a fantastic day of baseball. Again, we are in bracket play. It's win and move on, lose and go home. And we've got a good one today between Eau Claire Orange out of Wisconsin and Meridian Select out of Meridian, Idaho. Meridian got kind of the bye, if you will, not having to play yesterday and getting to play today. And Eau Claire winning yesterday by a score of 6-3 to move on to against Willamette to be able to move on to this game today. And we'll have more games tomorrow and Saturday as well. Before you know it, the championship game is here, and a week of action is almost wrapping up here in Crown Point, Indiana. I know some people are going to be sad about that. Some people are going to be excited about that. Just all the time that's been put into this and watching this culmination here by the end of it for a couple of championships on Saturday and then a third-place matchup as well. But to get there, we've got to get through these games here in bracket play as everybody getting ready to warm up here. You got Eau Claire, who will be the visitors on the scoreboard today, and then Meridian Select is going to be your home team. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Eau Claire starting lineup. Leading things off is Jamison Hankey, who'll be playing right field today. In the 2 spot is number 4, that's Raylan Pekka. In the 3 spot is number 14, that's Nolan Connect, he's the catcher. In the cleanup spot is number 6, Jackson Wetzel, he's the third baseman. In the 5 spot, number 15, that's Sawyer Blumquist, he's the shortstop. In the 6 spot is number 17, that's Brady Schwartfager. He's the first baseman today. On the bump today is number 24, Henry Hines. In the 8 spot is number 22, that's Jackson Olson. He's the left fielder today for Eau Claire. In the 9th spot is number 5, that's Browen Foss. He's the second baseman today. And in the 10th spot is number 8, that's Garrett Kahlberg, and he's the extra hitter today for Eau Claire. Defensively for Meridian Select, Bias in left, Simmons in center, Dutton in right, Martin at third, Roberts at short, Shinoda at second, Paoli at first. Keller behind the plate today for Bullock. Maddox Bullock will be pitching today for Meridian Select. So he gets the first opportunities to throw here today as you see him warming up there on the bump here in beautiful Crown Point, Indiana. It is a glorious day for baseball. We're in the low 70s right now with a little bit of cloud cover, but the sun peeking out. A little bit of broken up, so you can kind of see those blue skies up above if we get set for the first game here on Field A. This is the Ironman bracket. So the way the bracket competition worked is the top 2 teams in every one of the pools that we had moved on to the World Series bracket as this one lifted down the left field line and will be fouled in a diving attempt out there by Martin, coming up just shy of the ball. But Martin putting himself all out there to try to get that one. Nice play. So the top 2 teams in the pool play moved on to the World Series bracket. The remaining 2 teams in each pool play went on to the Ironman bracket, which is where these two teams found themselves. Eau Claire winning yesterday. Meridian Select had the day off yesterday. This one popped up left side. Martin gets another chance to redeem himself, and he gets it there on the pop-up. So Henke down on the pop-up, and this will bring up Pekka now. Raylan Pekka with one away. Here's the first pitch. This one upstairs from Bullock. Yeah, we've had a great week of baseball so far, starting things up on Friday with those opening ceremonies. Hard to believe it's been almost a week already. 2-0 the count now here to Pekka. This week has been flying by when we're covering all these games here for this Cal Ripken World Series. We're glad that you're tuned in from wherever you may tuned in, whether that be Wisconsin or Idaho. By the way, those states famously are known for two of my favorite foods, cheese and potatoes. Love me some cheese and potatoes. I am an old Irish boy for sure. The 2-1. This one upstairs, 3 balls and 1 strike. But one thing I have learned this week is they should be known for much more than that. They got good baseball players here on the baseball diamond as well. Bullock delivers the 3-1 to Pekka, and this one comes inside, so it's a 1-out walk here in the top of the first. Just getting things started here in case you're just joining us.
Now batting number 14.
This brings up Connect now for Eau Claire. Nolan Connect. Bullock getting the sign from his catcher, Keller. Has what he likes. Here's the first one. Missing just upstairs. You can see a little frustration. Wishing he got that ball down a little bit. Setting up a little bit outside there. This one down the pipe for a strike. So 1-1. That'll boost the confidence on the mound a little bit there, knowing they got that right location and getting the call. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a strike. 1-2, and Connect looking and saying, dang it, that was my pitch. So he's got to protect here at the plate now. So 1-2. So missing upstairs. Eau Claire in yesterday's ball game was trailing 3-0 right off the bat. 2-2. So we're missing upstairs, and now the count runs full. Payoff pitch here. And that's called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. So first strikeout of the day for Bullock. And we're seeing some signs of frustration early on when he was missing those locations. I'm sure his confidence will be boosted now. With 2 away here, that runner on first base, and this will bring up Jackson Wetzel. Wetzel was 1 for 2 yesterday. A couple of RBIs, though. He had an RBI double and a sacrifice fly for an RBI as well, to bring in 2 of the 6 runs for Eau Claire yesterday against Willamette Valley. Looking to do a little damage here with 2 outs and a runner on. Here's the 1-0. This one popped up foul behind us. Heading toward the concession stands. I don't think that's what the people are looking to buy over there, though. I think they're looking to buy some food or something. They don't want any baseballs flying at them. Of course, then you get the famous words as you're sitting in the bleachers, and all of a sudden you hear "heads up." And most people's reaction is to actually look up and do the opposite of what they're being told. You know, Here's a 2-1. This one line down the left field line, hooking, foul. Oh, what a line shot. That would have gone all the way to the wall over there. Just hooked foul at kind of the last possible moment. As Coach Harkness going to talk to him about straightening this one out, saying, hey, we got this, we got this. You timed that one just a little bit ahead. Bullock delivers the 2-2 here. This one on the ground, left side, scooted off the third baseman. So this will be a base hit. So 2 on with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. As this will bring up Blomquist now. Blomquist was actually 1 for 1 yesterday. He had a single, a walk, and a sacrifice fly with an RBI. This one lined down the right field line, but will get out of play. And over some of the stands over there we got on the right field line over there, the bleachers. So one of the things Crown Point has done a great job of is adding some extra bleachers in spots where allows for more patrons to be able to come in and watch their teams. So the shortstop here trying to maybe get that first run across the board for Eau Claire. This one line, this will get into center field and caught by the center fielder Simmons on a line to end the threat. Perfect positioning there for Simmons to get out of the first inning. We go bottom 1. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, hi Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to Game Day here on the Region Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the first inning where Meridian Select is going to be coming up here out of Idaho. Let's go ahead and take a look at their starting lineup. Today leading things off will be Lucas Martin. He's the third baseman. And the number 2 spot is Eli Roberts, the shortstop today. In the 3 spot is Weston Bias, and the left fielder. Pitching today in the cleanup spot is their pitcher, number 27, that's Maddox Bullock. In the 5 spot, number 99, Hawk Keller, is their catcher. In the 6 spot, number 21, that's Eli Shinoda. In the 7 spot is number 7, that's Reese Dutton. He's the right fielder today. Shinoda, by the way, over at second base. In the 8 spot is number 5, that's Austin Paoli. He's the first baseman. In the 9 spot, number 3, Mitchell McCrolla. He's the extra player today. And then in the 10 spot is number 1, Vinny Simmons, the center fielder. And we got a safe play over at first base right off the bat. Eau Claire can't believe it. So a leadoff single for Martin there.
The leadoff bunt single brings up number 23, Eli Roberts.
Trying to throw him off base right away on the bunt single, and now Roberts comes up here. So Eli Roberts with a runner on. This one gets away from connects, so we have a wild pitch that'll send Martin down to second base. Take a look at the defensive alignment for Eau Claire here in just a moment. So 1-0 to Roberts. Keelan just outside. Olsen in left, Pekka in center, Henke in right. Wetzel at third, Blomquist at short, Foss at second, Schwartfeger at first. Connect behind the plate today for Henry Hines is that one in there for a called strike. So 2-1 the count for Hines. He's also played third base here in this World Series since I've been able to see Eau Claire out of Wisconsin. Here's a 2-1. That one's called a strike. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on Roberts. 2-2. Count runs full now for Hines. Eli Roberts trying to get on base here. Fouls this one off to the right. Good protecting swing there. Okay, we do thank you for tuning in from wherever you may be joining us. I know we had a Meridian Select fan tuned in at one point. Payoff pitch. Misses outside, so 2 on with nobody out here right off the bat for Meridian Select.
Next up, number 17, Weston Bias.
So here comes Weston Bias now from the left side. First pitch, swing and a miss. It's going to be, sorry, we got a little bit of a foul tip there, so runners cannot advance as they got away from Connect just a little bit. It wasn't too far, but he also couldn't find it very well. That's because Bias had a little bit of a little piece of it there. The 0-1, this one fouled back to the screen. That was just to our left. I was ready to catch it in case that came our way, Zach, don't worry. Zach Miller working the camera, Ben Tomorrow doing the production. Funky Claude in the house as well, Claude Martinez. This one skips away from Connect, and runners move down to second and third. And that's a big situational change there. Now second and third with nobody out. Hines going to have to become Houdini here and shut the door here with no runs. 2-2 the count now after that pitch. And it's so hard sometimes on this turf because sometimes it springboards a little bit more than maybe off the dirt infields that we would normally see. 2-2. And that's a swing and a miss. So down on strikes, getting out number 1. Big confidence boost for Eau Claire there to get that first out. But Meridian Select still have 2 opportunities to score at least a run. He got 2 runners in scoring position. As this brings up the pitcher Bullock now, who's trying to add to his cause here. So when he goes back out there in the top of the inning, he's got a little bit of a cushion. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. Hines has something different on his mind, though. That one in there for a strike. A little stroke of confidence here for Hines, throwing 2 right there in the zone. The 0-2. 1, 2, 3 he goes. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I think that was a little bit of frustration there from Hines after the first couple of batters getting on and then moving down to third and second. So this brings up Keller, their catcher. Hines ready to go, works quickly. First pitch into Keller. In there for a strike, and you can see the rest of the defense getting excited as well there for their pitcher. Just adds a level of confidence to play. 0-1. That's upstairs. Keller takes ball 1. Connect doing a good job getting that runner back to third base, making sure he doesn't go anywhere. Not going to worry so much about Roberts over there on that play. He can't go anywhere. Not unless Martin goes somewhere. Missing just outside, 2-1 the count. 2 away in the inning, though, so 1-2 here to Keller. Trying to get that first run in. Down on strikes he goes, and Eau Claire gets out of the jam. We go to the second, still scoreless. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
20 pitches for Hines, 2-0.
Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to Game Day here on the Region Sports Network, as Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point presents coverage of the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series here on the Region Sports Network. That's Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point, open 7 days a week. Check them out on the web at PetSuppliesPlus/Crown Point. We go to the second inning. Both teams have had a couple of runners on and not able to scratch that first run across the board. So if you're going into the second inning, if you're Eau Claire, you're kind of feeling hyped up a little bit. You got out of that jam, second and third, nobody out, didn't let a run come across the board. If you're Meridian Select, you're thinking the same thing. Okay, we didn't score a run, but we didn't let them score either. So everything's knotted up here. Still at 0 as we head to the second inning, so wanting to close the door as quickly as possible. If you're Meridian Select, again, only 6 innings of play here in the Cal Ripken 10U World Series. Keller wanting to throw down to second base. Nobody there to throw to. Wanted to get that long throw and to get that practice throw down just in case. We go down the lineup now. It'll be Schwartfager, Hines, and Olson, your scheduled hitters here in this second inning. First pitch, little up and out for ball 1 here to Schwartfager, who was pitching in yesterday's ball game. First baseman today. The 1-0. Now 1-1. One of the nice things, too, here is in pool play, we had 3 umpires. In bracket play, we've got 4 umpires. 1 at every base. And the 1-1 delivery. That one misses. So 2-1 the count here now. Meridian Select had a really nice play out in center by Simmons to close that first inning. This one fouled back to the screen. No reason to flinch, Zach. That wasn't even anywhere close to you. He was mocking me with the movements. Bullock still on the bump here and delivers the 2-2. A little bit of a rock in that one. That one fouled back to the screen. He hits that brick wall a little bit there. I saw that little bit of almost a half-hearted Johnny Cueto kind of lean, a little turn a little bit there. I like it. That's one thing that, guys might start to do here in the near future, start to get. And down on strikes goes Schwartfager. But we don't need to see different delivery types there. Just try to throw off the hitters and the timing. It is crazy how much in baseball they worry about timing. For when the pitcher gets set to starts the windup, and then you get your leg kick as soon as they start doing things, their windup. Anticipate, okay, it takes, 0.001 second before it's going to be in the glove. I gotta start swinging before he even releases it. At least that's the way I look at it. These pitches anymore, they so fast coming in as Hines fouls one back to the screen just above us here. It's 1-1 strike to Hines, the pitcher today for Eau Claire, getting out of a jam in that bottom of the first inning. The 1-1, missing outside. 2-1 now with 1 out here in the inning. Bullock comes set. Here's the 2-1. Missing just outside. 3-1 now. It was pitch number 30 for Bullock. 3-1 pitch. And that's going to be a one-out walk here in the second inning, which is kind of how the first inning played out. They got an out and then a walk. But no damage was done, and that's, if I'm the coach telling Bullock out there, hey, same thing happened last inning. We got out of it, no damage. Same thing can happen here. Olsen now to the plate. First one comes upstairs. Foss and then Kohlberg to round out the inning here for Eau Claire. The 1-0. A little high and tight there, 2-0. Digging right back into that same spot. And now Bullock will step off, try to get on the same page with his catcher here on their pitches from Keller. Got what he likes, comes set. Here's the 2-0. Showing bunt, pulling it back, and that's on the inside part of the plate for a called strike. So works out for Bullock. Olsen trying to get the second knock of the game for Eau Claire here in the top of the second inning. The 2-1. Trailing outside, so 3-1 now the count. With one away here, one on for Eau Claire in the second. Again, winner moves on to bracket play. Don't know who they'll face quite yet. 3-2 the count now. They will get the winner of the game coming up here in just a little while between Cherryville and Washington Park. That's our next game here on Field A. So the winner of this one will get the winner of that one. 3-2. And that'll be ball four, so back-to-back walks for Eau Claire.
Next up to the plate, number 5, Rowan Foss.
This brings Foss to the plate now with 2 on. Only 1 away in the inning, trying to do some damage here, get that first run across the board. Some of those runs become so pivotal early on here with only 6 innings. The bunt is going to be bunted foul and out of play. Kind of got that on the inside, lower part of the bat there. But showing bunt with 1 out to try to move those runners over. But he's giving Bullock something to think about here. If he shows bunt again, he will not. This one comes upstairs, so the count evens at 1. So to see if Foss maybe shows bunt again here on the 1-1, just to try to see what might happen. Nope. That's on the outside part of the plate for a strike, so definitely no more bunt attempts here. Count 1-2. 2-2 now to Foss. Very patient hitter, it looks like, waiting for that right pitch. Bullock's got potentially 2 he can work with here before, or 1 before things get a little dicey. There's 1 that he can work with, and now this one, you're probably thinking you got to come near the zone to try to get that strikeout. Don't want him to chase too much. You're looking to probably come in the zone here. 3-2. Got him to chase. A little high in the zone. And down on strike, so 2 outs in the inning. 3rd strikeout of the day for Bullock.
Now batting number 8, Garrett Kohlberg.
So this brings up Kohlberg now from that left side. Still an opportunity to drive in a run with a runner in scoring position at second base. That's Hines. First pitch for ball 1. And if you're watching the runners on the feed, they cannot leave the base until the ball crosses the plate. That's when they can officially leave the bag and start making a move towards their next base, as the count evens at 1. But they have to keep their momentum going. If they were to stop about midway, if their momentum stops or their feet stop, then they have to go back to the bag. Here's a 1-1. The one comes inside, gets away from Keller. Runner's moving down to that next base. So 2nd and 3rd, but if you're Bullock out there, you got to keep in mind, hey, I got 2 outs. I just need 1 ball to get out of this. 1 pitch to get out of this. As you got the 2nd and 3rd jam, just like Eau Claire was dealing with in the bottom half of the inning. Count 3-1 now. Again, with the base open, still not the worst thing in the world. The big key right now is remembering that you have 2 outs in the inning if you're Meridian Select. Here's that 3-1, and that's going to be ball 4. So the third walk issued in the inning, and this goes back to the top of the lineup for Eau Claire with Henke. And a run comes across the board. They fell asleep on defense. So the runner goes to home as defense fell asleep a little bit. And I was looking down at marking my score sheet, and all of a sudden I look up and a run's coming across the plate. This is going to be a good coaching decision here, talking about making sure everybody's on the same page here with 2 outs, but that first run for Eau Claire has come across the board. With Henke coming up to the plate, as he's going to be the hitter here now. He was the leadoff hitter to start the game. Popped up to third base his last time up. So Ryan Bias out there talking to his guys saying, hey, let's keep our heads in this. We have 2 outs. It's only a run. Let's get out with no more runs scored here. We got this guy out last time. We're good. We're solid. Keep your heads up. That's a tough thing about this age group. Sometimes it's kind of hard to motivate guys because they can get in their heads a little bit too much maybe at this age. That's why it's so pivotal, these coaches at this age. I mean, they make such an influence on all these youngsters. I can't thank a lot of these coaches for these age groups that are getting them ready for, middle schools and high schools eventually down the road. This one lined into center, giving chase, and making the catch in center is Simmons again. He's ended back-to-back innings with a final out. But at the end of this one, at the end of the second, we go with Eau Claire 1-0 going to the bottom of the second. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
That's 49.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Well, welcome back to Game Day here on the Region Sports Network. If you're in Crown Point, here to watch the Cal Ripken World Series, make sure you stop in for a bite to eat at one of Crown Point's most popular eating establishments. That's Station 21 American Grill. From burgers and ribs to wings and fish, open every day at 11 a.m. for lunch and dinner. Station 21 is just a short 1-minute walk away from the ballpark. Check out their menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, relax. We go to the bottom of the second inning here.
21, Eli Shinoda.
Leading things off for Meridian Select. Shinoda. Eli Shinoda takes strike 1 from Hines. Here's the 0-1. Skips in there for ball 1. Got an update over from the Majors field. Looks like Florence is up 5-0 on Jacksonville Beach. Going to the 4th inning over there. This one fouled back to the screen from Shinoda. So 1-2. I don't know, the bottom of that first inning, after the couple leadoff guys got on, Hines just kind of looked like angry throwing strikes up there. This one to the right side, picked up by the first baseman, Shortfinger, who steps on the cushion for out number 1. He'll take it unassisted. So this brings up Reese Dutton now for Meridian Select. Got good flow hanging out of the back of that helmet over there. This one lifted foul to the left side. Hines trying to catch it off the screen. I think if someone does catch, I've said this on multiple broadcasts now over the course of this week. If they catch it off the screen, it should be an out. It's not easy to do. The 0-1. I mean, maybe we can limit it to just the catchers. If the catcher catches it, because if anybody can catch it, then it's not as I'm standing next to Zach Miller here working on this one. Line to left. Making the catch in left is Olsen. I was going to say Zach Miller, though. I think you can grow flow like that, get that long hair going. I think you could do that. He used to. Okay. I got to see pictures. I got to see pictures of that. Really nice play out there by Olsen to keep his eye on that one, especially with the cloud cover kind of little bit gray, but a lot of white clouds in the sky, which kind of makes it hard to pick up the baseball sometimes. So quickly 2 outs here in the second. Here comes Paoli. 0-1 the count to him early here. Austin Paoli, number 5 for Meridian Select, the first baseman today. It's a 1-2. So in there for strikes to quickly 0-2. This will be pitch number 30 for Hines. Count goes to 1-2 now. It's infield, you can tell, and the outfield all excited. But the way Hines is dealing so far here through an inning and 2/3. The 1-2. Got him on strikes. That's strikeout number 4 of the day for Hines. And we go to the third. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to Game Day here on the Region Sports Network. Just as a reminder that coverage of the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series on this Region Sports Network is presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. Pet Supplies Plus is your one-stop store for all your pets' needs. Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. For more information, visit PetSuppliesPlus/Crown Point. Don't forget we have awards to hand out at the end of this one as well. We've got our Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game 2 award, along with the Proud Union Home Play of the Game brought to you by IKORCC, the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters, and then our Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. We go to the top of the third inning with Eau Claire leading 1-0. Raylan Pekka will lead things off here in the third. Pitch number 50 for Bullock, 4-1. Pekka took a walk his last time up, was the first base runner of the day for Eau Claire. This one, hot shot up the middle, picked up by Roberts over to first, not in time. Really nice play by Roberts, shading to his left to get behind the bag. Second base umpire giving him a pat on the back saying, hey, nice job, son. That was a really nice play by Roberts there. Just the speedy Pekka got there before the throw. Really nice play over there. That could be a candidate for our Proud Union Home Play of the Game. I know it wasn't an out, but that was still a nice move by Roberts. That's he was pretty far away from second base over there. This brings up the catcher Connect now for Eau Claire. And you can hear the cheers on the visitor end where Eau Claire's at as Bullock will step off. And just the little things that I've noticed over the course, the defense has just been so stellar for a lot of these teams. Obviously 10 years old. There's going to be, a few misses here and there. That's to be expected. That happens in the majors as well. But at 10 years old, I'm just amazed with how natural, like I'm watching the shortstop Roberts right now. Every time there's the pitch and Keller gets up, he starts shading towards second base. Some guys can forget about that because you never know when that runner might take off or if there's a throw down there just to try to fake him or something like that. As Connect goes 2-1 on the count now. But he's ready for a case at second base if there's a throw down there, and then Shinoda would be there to potentially back things up if he was moving that way. This one on the ground, left side, picked up by the third baseman, over to Shinoda, and now over to first, not in time. Really nice play to get things started by Martin there at third base to get that lead runner. So Martin to Shinoda there to get that first out of the inning and then get that lead runner.
Next up for Eau Claire, number 6, Jackson.
So that'll be a fielder's choice for Connect. Pretty hard contact there as Martin picked that one up, and Shinoda even had to catch it kind of away from him a little bit as he was stepping on the cushion there. Wetzel now at the dish. Want to know the count to him with one away here in the top of the third inning. The Eau Claire Orange leading 1-0. There's the 1-0. Comes inside, so 2-0 the count. Wetzel awaits the 2-0 pitch here. This one lined on the left field line, but will get out of play, so that's strike one on Wetzel. Connect at first. As that sun continues to kind of peek out behind the clouds a little bit. Shining brightly on the field right now. 2-1. Misses. Count goes to 3-1. This ball gets away from Bullock there, but Roberts there to help him out. Keeps that runner at first base. It's always nice when the sun is shining on a baseball diamond. 3-1. And that's going to be a walk, so now you got 2 on with 1 out here in the third.
Next up, number 15.
Meridian, Eau Claire would love to tack on some insurance runs here, and we're going to have looks like a pitching change here as Bullock at 60 pitches. Coach telling him, hey, all good. So we'll see where the change is made as Bullock looks like he's going to head out to left field potentially, and Bias is going to come in from left field to play. So this is one of the tough things, when you're watching these, it's tough for, the broadcaster, the parents to watch. Obviously the kid not happy with his performance. He did pretty well. It's only a 1-0 ball game. Not too much damage done, but he's frustrated, and it's hard to keep emotions in check at this age sometimes. I think that's the end of the world. Don't realize, hey, my relief pitcher's going to come and have my back here. But you got runners on first and second. All you need is one pitch to get a double play. So it'll be Bias on the bump now. Bullock out in left.
Now pitching for Meridian, the southpaw, number 17, Weston Bias.
So Bias, left-handed pitcher, and I've seen this a couple of times, and I don't know about you, but if I'm the pitcher, I want a little bit more space. I want these guys to, maybe not necessarily like right on the pitching mound there, but maybe back another step or so. That's just me. I like my space, personally. That's just me. But they get back to their respective positions here.
Still batting for Eau Claire, soy sauce.
So it is Blomquist here for Eau Claire with 1 out, 2 on here, top of third inning. The lefty deals. This one upstairs And looking right there, I don't know if our cameras could pick that up. So the third baseman coming in as the bunt was shown. Martin coming in. Roberts going automatically to third base. Just those little intangibles are really impressive at any age, just to remember like how the game is played. The 1-0. This one popped up back to the screen and gets out over the screen and out of play. So count evens at 1. And I mean, I watch high schoolers that don't even make those smart decisions to go to that next spot. It's a 1-1 on the ground, left side. Martin, did he get the tag over to first? They said no tag at the runner between second and third. So now the bases are loaded, so there was no tag. They didn't get the throw at first in time. That's tough sometimes as they're going to make an appeal out there. They might ask it to appeal the second base umpire to see if he maybe had a better look at it. Third base umpire saying, I was right down the line. I could see if there was a tag or not. Martin looking like, what are you talking about? I had him. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm guessing that's the third baseman or third base umpire's call just because they're coming to third base.
Now batting number 17.
So just like that, the base is loaded. And we're going to call that a fielder's choice for Blomquist since they tried to throw. They didn't throw to first on the first attempt. A Schwartfeger coming up here now with the bases loaded, 1 out. Infield coming in, playing on the edge of the grass there. First pitch, strike 1. Wetzel getting a big lead off of second base. I don't think he would mind getting caught in a rundown, but nobody going to cover. Everybody playing in case they have to cut the rundown at second base. Really nice pick there by Keller to keep that one in front of him. That might be a game-saving pick right there right now. Or at least a run-saving pick for sure. 1-1. That one comes inside, catches that one as Keller really doing a really nice job right now, making sure those don't get behind him to score the run. It's 2-1. The count on Schwartfeger, struck out his last time up. It's a 2-1 pitch. That gets in for a strike, so the count evens at 2. Bias trying to get that second out, so that way anything that happens, it's a force at any base. Infield can go back then after that. Here's a 2-2. That's called strike 3. That's a huge second out for Meridian Select.
Now batting for Eau Claire, number 24, Hank Hines.
First baseman Paoli going over there, cheering on his pitcher, saying, hey, we got this. Corner infield in, middle infield back to make a play somewhere. That one on the outside part of the plate for a called strike to Hines, who took a walk his last time up. So there's a force at any base. Here's the 0-1, this one on the ground. Roberts going to flip to second, and they get the out, ending the threat. They had bases loaded, and just like that, it's still a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to Game Day here on the Region Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the third inning. What a Houdini type of move from Meridian Select. They had bases loaded, 1 out, and then get out of the inning with no runs across the board. Looks like we do have a new pitcher for Eau Claire. That's going to be Raylan Pekka. So Pekka was in center, so I want to make sure Hines probably went to third here, so trying to make sure. Yeah, 15 out there in center, so Blomquist out in center now. So we got a lot of changes to work through, and bear with me. I'm going to be talking out loud as I'm trying to make sure I got everybody at their right positions here. Yeah, Hines goes to third. Blomquist out in center. See if I can see the number at short here. Short figure still at first. No, I'm incorrect. That's still 15 at short. What number did I see at in center? Or did Hankey move out to center? Maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe Wetzel went to, okay, I think I got this now, folks. Apologies on that. So Pekka comes in to pitch. Hankey went to center. All right, I think I got it. If I'm still incorrect, we'll correct it over the course of the inning here. Thank you for bearing with me and letting me speak out loud my thoughts. All right, we go to the bottom of the third. Meridian Select getting out of that top part of the inning with bases loaded, 1 out, not letting a run come across the board. They're still looking for their first run here of the game. If they can get it, it'll tie the game. So we're in the bottom of the third. First pitch into McCrolla. It's Mitchell McCrolla. This one on the ground left side. Hines across for out number 1. So Hines done pitching today, now over at third base.
Next up, number 1, Vinny Simmons.
A couple of Meridian fans checking in from over on the YouTube stream. Thank you for joining us. You're from Idaho. We appreciate you tuning in. I'm glad you guys are able to check this out. Alan, Nate, and Lindahl checking in, rooting on Meridian Select. They're trying to move on in bracket play here. With Simmons here at the dish. This one misses for a ball, so 2-0. And Vinny Simmons, center fielder today for Meridian Select. 1 away here in the inning. This one gets just a little bit high for Pekka. It's 3-0. And it's a high for ball number 4, so a base on balls with 1 out here. Got a runner here in the bottom of the third. After 7 straight retired before that, this is the first base runner since the second batter of the game back in the first inning for Meridian Select. So looking to do some damage here with that runner on. Coach coming out to talk to his pitcher, making sure he's all good, get his head straight.
Now batting the leadoff man, number 11, Lucas Martin.
So back to the top of the lineup with Martin. With 1 away here, run 1 on. Missing just outside. Oh, that is a call to strike. I beg your pardon. 0-1 on Martin. That's outside part of the plate. Connect. Doing a good job making sure that runner stays right where he's at. Double bend to the knee. Here's the 0-1. Upstairs A little bit of a breeze we can see through the jersey of Pekka there on the bump. And a 1-1 delivery. This one lined into right center. This will drop for a hit. Wetzel going to pick that one up. They go to the cutoff man and into second with a leadoff double. Or I'm sorry, with a 1-out double is Martin. So he's got a single and a double today. Simmons all the way to third. And now just like that, you got runners on second and third with 1 out. Coach Harkness going to come out and chat with his pitcher. We may see a pitching change. It looks like we're going to have Wetzel come out of right field to maybe go warm up. Is that Hines back in here? Hines back in to pitch. Okay, so I think he was left at like 60 pitches. So Harkness can't take the risk of letting some runs score here. He's hoping maybe with the lead. That's some of the strategies you have to think about. You keep save some of your pitchers for another game. However, you got to win the game before you worry about the next game. And tip of the cap to Coach Harkness out there. He's running out to center field as Pekka's probably feeling a little down on himself right now. Couldn't get the pitches, and now the second base umpire going out there as well. Kudos to all those guys as Wetzel going to head back to third base. Hines back to the mound. And Pekka back to center. First pitch to Roberts, up for a ball.
Now batting number 23, Eli Roberts.
Cynthia checking in now, rooting on Meridian here. They got runners on second and third. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Eau Claire leading 1-0, but Meridian Select threatening again. First big threat since that first inning. So 3-0 the count here now to Roberts, who took a walk his last time up. Hines looking to deal a strike here. And he gets it. Roberts thought he was going to be taking a little trip down to first. Home plate umpire says, not quite yet. 3-1. That one misses. So now bases loaded, 1 out in the inning. And this brings up Bias.
Number 17, Weston Bias.
So Weston Bias from the left side. Looking to scratch that first run across the board for Meridian Select and hopefully some more. First pitch to him is a strike. This is kind of what we saw in that first inning. Hines lets up a couple of base runners. He lets up a base runner there. And then just came out and just good morning, good afternoon, good night with his pitches. And there's good morning, good afternoon. We'll see what happens on pitch number 3 here. It's like Hines digs down deep somewhere. And there it is. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night for Hines. Oh, my.
Now batting number 27, Maddox Bullock.
So 2 outs here in the inning. Bullock, just the starting pitcher today for Meridian Select. This one fouled back to the screen, getting a piece of it. That's what we were not seeing in that first inning. Nobody was really making solid contact on the strikes from Hines. At 40 pitches right now, trying to keep the pitch count down if he can. And missing outside, he's thinking to himself, ooh, man, let that one go a little bit here. So the count evens at 1. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Fouled back right to the screen, and now quickly 1-2. So Bullock looking to protect here. Probably going to choke up on that back, just try to get something somewhere over the infielders to score that tying run. 1-2 comes over the head of Bullock. And I think at this point he'd be willing to take one maybe in the shin or something in the thigh to try to score that tying run. Here's a 2-2. Oh, called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. Hines runs to the dugout. And the threat from Meridian Select is over. They had bases loaded. Still looking to scratch that first run. We're going to the 4th. You're watching Game Day here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack and Van Til to go. Our to-go service is easy to use and it can save you time and money. Once your order is in, our own Strack and Van Til team preps your order with care. For delivery or pickup, enjoy the convenience of letting our to-go team shop for you. Enjoy your special moments. Sign up online today at shop.strackandvantil.com.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to Game Day here on the Region Sports Network. I want to remind you that we have some awards to hand out at the end of this one. We've got our Corral Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game to hand out, and that's brought to you by the Corral Companies. They are proud to recognize the superheroes on the baseball diamond. We've got the Proud Union Home Play of the Game, brought to you by IKORCC.
31 for 27, thank you.
So for Meridian Select, 31 for 27. So looks like Bullock is out. But they said 31. But Bias is on. Oh, yeah, Bias is still on there to pitch. So Bullock was in left. Now they're going to be putting Miley out there in left. First pitch into Olson. A little taken for ball 1. So Miley out in left now. Ashton Miley for Meridian Select. This one to Olson, misses 2-0 the count. Two-0 comes in there for a strike, 2-1. Yeah, I'm looking at the 2-1. 2-2. Yeah, checking out the comments here on our YouTube feed. Yeah, great job by that second base umpire. Checking on the guys out in center field, making sure, keeping their spirits up. Obviously a tough situation. These games become very emotional. This count runs full. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you guys more on the YouTube comments there. 3-2. This one fouled away at the plate, so this will be another payoff pitch here. Olson got just a piece of that one. Last award we're going to hand out, by the way, is that Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. Olson with new life here. Here's the 3-2. This one lofted out to left, giving chase. Miley there to make the catch. Out in left. Of course, just now in as a defensive substitution there. First play finds him, of course. Doesn't let him phase him. As Foss comes in here now for Eau Claire. No one missing outside, so 1-0. Bias still on the bump for Meridian here. Here's the 1-0. That's in there for a strike, so the count evens at 1. The Orange holding on to a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 4th inning. Just outside, 2-1 from Bias. Rocketed out towards center. This will be caught on a dive he dropped it. I thought he had that one. I thought Simmons had it in center. It was in the glove, and it just popped out of the glove. Oh, man. Do we have that on replay? Let's take a look at that one. I got to turn around here, look at the production here. Oh, man. Take a look at the Region Sports replay here. Yeah, lofted out to center. Just missing that one there. That is a tough break for Simmons. What an effort, though, for Simmons out in center, trying to make the dive on that one. So it's going to be a single for Foss, as Kahlberg showing bunt. That one missing outside. So 1-1 the count to the lefty here. Got a little lefty-lefty matchup here. Kahlberg took a walk his last time up. One shows bunt, pulls it back down Main Street for a strike. 1-2. So he's probably not going to be showing bunt here, but if he's showing bunt, yeah, just kind of put it right down there, let your defense take care of you. Kahlberg asks for time here. This will be pitch number 25 for Bias, by the way. Two and two, the count now. Kahlberg taking that time, kind of ruining the timing there of Bias a little bit, kind of gaining a little momentum. So Kahlberg says, well, you know what? Let's disrupt things here a little bit. That's a veteran type of move there. It's a 2-2. Swing and a miss, down on strikes. Goes Kahlberg for out number 2. 4th strikeout of the day for Eau Claire hitters. As we go back to the top of the lineup here for Eau Claire with Hankey coming up. It's popped up to third. Had that fly out to Simmons in center. This one lofted up the middle, picked up by the second baseman. Shinoda, who steps on the cushion. Really nice play, shading to his right to be able to do that, to get to that bag and get the force out at second base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Eau Claire leading 1-0. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to Game Day here on the Region Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Meridian Select able to get out of that inning again, that 4th inning with no runs across the board, so it's still 1-0 Eau Claire. Meridian Select has been jamming the bases up in a couple innings here now to put the pressure on Eau Claire, and the pressure was starting to get to them a little bit as they had to bring Hines back out to the bump.
block for Meridian, number 99, Hawk Keller.
We had a change defensively for Eau Claire. We'll bring that to you in just a second. Keller leading off the bottom of the fourth inning for Meridian Select. This one lined down the left field line. This will get out of play. So 11 has checked in for Eau Claire. That's going to be Sam Shramsky. This one a little high and tight there, so 2-1 the count. So Foss went out to left on the defensive switch, so Olsen has come out of the game for Eau Claire. 3-1 the count here on Keller. Struck out his last time. We're missing just outside. So it's going to be a leadoff walk for Meridian Select. So they've been able to get the guys on base so far here. Second time they've gotten the leadoff hitter on the bases. Showing bunt, laying it right in front of the plate. Shinoda over to first, getting that first out.
Next up, number 7, Reese Dutton.
So Connect getting that first out there on the 2-3 put out. On the bunt, that was a sacrifice, so technically no at bat here as this one popped up in the air. Making the play at short is Blomquist there. So just like that, 2 quick outs. They did move that runner over on that sacrifice. You got a runner in scoring position in Keller, and now Paoli coming up here from Meridian Select. That pop-up is a huge out for Eau Claire, though. That's 2 outs now. As you kind of sacrificed an out to get that runner in scoring position. And now Paoli from the left side. First pitch to him, misses for a ball. It's the 1-0. This one lined foul and out of play. So a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Just high, 2-1. Hines wants to get out of here. Could do it right at 55 pitches. He's at 54 right now. There's strike 2, 2-2. Bottom of the fourth inning here. Meridian Select down a run. We play 6 here in the World Series. And that'll end the inning. We go to the 5th. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Updated pitch count for time.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back as Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point presents coverage of the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series here on the Region Sports Network. Pet Supplies Plus minus the hassles. Stop in at Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point, 1676 East Summit Street in the Hub City, Crown Point. That's where we're at, Jerry Ross Park here on a beautiful Thursday. It's not quite afternoon yet, just before afternoon here. Eau Claire and Meridian Select. Eau Claire out of Wisconsin, Meridian out of Idaho. It's a battle of teams up north. It's 1-0 Eau Claire as we head to the top of the 5th inning. It'll be Raylan Pekka to lead things off. Again from that left side of the plate. He's 1 for 1 today. He's reached both plate appearances, a walk and a single. This one poked just over the head of the third baseman. And it'll be a leadoff single to start things up here in the 5th. Martin was kind of shaded in a little bit, got it just over that glove.
Now batting number 14, Nolan.
To poke it into left, and now the catcher connect coming up. Showing bunt, and he does bunt it, but it goes foul. So connect with 0-1 here. Bias still on the bump. This will be pitch number 30 for him. The 0-1. This one right back to Roberts here, who flips to second, over to first. Won't be in time, but they get the lead runner at second. Roberts and Shinoda have been busy over there in the middle infield. Really good connections there to make sure the one knows where the other one's supposed to be.
Stepping to the plate, number 6, Jackson Wetzel.
So 6-4 on the put out. Connect is on via the fielder's choice. Almost identical to what happened back in the 3rd inning, except it was to the third baseman, Martin. So here's Wetzel with a runner on first, one away. Takes that one outside for a ball. Again, really appreciate you guys tuning in from wherever you're tuned in from. I know we got some Eau Claire fans and Meridian Select fans. This one right back to the pitcher. They throw to first to try to double him up. First baseman couldn't corral the throw, though. Probably would have beaten it back in time anyway. So Wetzel lines out to the pitcher, and here comes Blomquist now. Got that 1-run scored at the top of the 2nd inning, and it's just been a bunch of goose eggs ever since for both sides. Pitcher's doing a great job. Defense really stepping up in this one, which has really been the theme all week long. Yeah, we've seen some offensive output games for sure, but defense and pitching have been truly on display so far this week at the Cal Ripken World Series. The 1-0. Fouled back to the screen, and count evens at 1. Eau Claire would love to get some insurance runs as they cling to that 1-0 lead here. Meridian Select has put up quite a few opportunities to threaten. And I'm sure for a lot of these parents sitting in the stands, and maybe you watching at home, definitely had your hearts in your throats at some points here and there. Bias taking a deep breath there on the mound. Has his sign. Here's the 1-2. Just misses. And not the worst thing in the world. Runner moves down to second. Still just one pitch to get out of this thing for Meridian. That's why Bias was taking that deep breath on the mound, remembering, I got this. Got the connection with Keller here as the 2-2. This one chopped back to Bias. He'll throw across and get the out. And we go to the bottom of the 5th, still 1-0. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Updated pitch count for Bias.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
And we welcome back to Game Day here on the Region Sports Network. Don't forget, if you are here in the Hub City or in the area here for this Cal Ripken World Series, make sure you stop by for a dining experience over at Station 21. They got everything from burgers and ribs to wings and fish. They open every day at 11 a.m. for lunch and dinner. Station 21, just a short 1 minute drive, walk. Not too far from the ballpark, right down the road. Check out their menu at station21.com. That's Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, relax. Pinch hitting here in the bottom of the fifth is Nathaniel Herrera. Takes first one for ball one as Hines still on the mound for Eau Claire. 2-0 the count now, and he's getting a little jittery. He's got some angst about him here. He wants to make sure he gets the pitches that he wants, and he's been throwing hard, and it's been impressive when he's right for sure. I think he's got a little bit too much energy maybe. He's throwing a little bit too wild here. He doesn't want to get that leadoff guy on here. That's where maybe if you're Coach Harkis, maybe at least maybe not right this at bat, but just try to calm him down a little bit, reset his mind. He comes right in there with the strike. See, what do I know? He's got it on the mound himself. I can't imagine the emotions of being a 10-year-old and fighting in a World Series right now. This one down the right field line. This will touch foul. Ooh. Oh, my. I mean, I don't have the best look down the line, but that looked very, very close to that line. The umpire is right there on that line. It almost looked like it might have hit the chalk and then bounced foul, but the umpire called foul. Yeah, I can't really go against him. I don't have the best line at it. It was just very close to that line, which makes it so hard for the umpire. This one comes up, it's going to be a walk, because obviously with that call, no matter what, one team's going to be happy, one team's going to be pretty ticked. These umpires have such a thankless job, doing a great job out here today, always having to make some tough calls on close plays. We already talked about the second base umpire going out there and encouraging some of the fielders out there as well, giving a pat on the back to some of them. And these guys are giving up, their time too. They have other jobs and careers that that I'm sure they have, and taking time to be here this week to be officials for this World Series. Simmons here now, count 1-1 on him. Drew a walk his last time up, and at 64 pitches, and Hines knows that. I think his afternoon may be done. Probably a little bit frustrated, wanted to try to get this one closed out. So he'll go to third. And to see what other changes were going to be made here. Looks like Wetzel's going to go back to right. Maybe Hankey in right is coming back. So Blomquist is going to pitch now. We'll get through all this. We're going to step aside for just a moment. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to Game Day here on the Region Sports Network. Here in the bottom of the fifth inning, 1 on, no out for Meridian Select, trying to get that first run across the board to tie the ball game. We got Foss in left, Pekka in center, Wetzel in right. Hines at third, Shramsky at short, Henke at second, Schwartfeger at first. The runner goes down on the wild pitch, so Herrera down to second base. So runner in scoring position with only, well, I should say with no outs here in the inning. Knecht still behind the plate today, as Blomquist has come into pitch now for Eau Claire. Here's the 2-1. This one skips in, 3-1 the count. To Simmons here for Meridian Select. Meridian's had a few opportunities. They've had guys on quite a few bases over the course of the day. Defense and pitching for Eau Claire has been outstanding. Here's 3-1. 3-2 now. Hines having a great day on the bump for Eau Claire. Quite a few times it was literally just good morning, good afternoon, and good night for some of these hitters. Blomquist 3-2, and that'll be a walk. So Simmons is on again. Meridian Select trying to get the bases juiced here as we go to the top of the lineup again with Martin. No outs here in the inning. In a 1-0 game here. His first base coach talking to his player Simmons there, trying to send some words of encouragement here. Blomquist has a sign he likes from Knecht. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back. It's 1-0. And we get to these later stages here. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning out of 6 innings of regulation. 1-0 game. This one bunted down the first baseline. Really nice play. Blomquist flips to first. It's not in time. So that'll be an infield single for Martin, and you can hear the fans from Meridian, Idaho, and I think we even hear you all the way from Idaho.
Now batting number 23, Eli Roberts.
So bases loaded, nobody out here for Meridian. And this brings up Roberts, who has no official at bat, but he's got 2 plate appearances, and both times drawing the base on balls. If he does that here, it brings in the tying run. First one to him, lined, caught by Shramsky at shortstop. That's a big first out for Eau Claire. Be a candidate for our Proud Union Home Play of the Game. Brought to you by IKORCC. Learn more at IKORCC.com. Bias would like to try to drive in that first run if possible. Gets away from the plate. Nobody advances on the play, so no harm done. It's just 1-0 now on Bias. Bias would like to be that Crowd Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game here. Crowd Companies are proud to recognize the superheroes on the baseball diamond. The 1-0. Just missing for ball 2, so 2-0 with 1 away. If you're Eau Claire, you're thinking you're one ground ball away from getting out of this thing. Missing outside, 3-0, and now with nowhere to put him, Meridian Select is thinking, okay, we can get this tying run across the board here. 3-0 the count to Bias. In there for a strike, 3-1. Bias looking for the RBI here. We got time called at the plate. First base umpire calling time. Home plate umpire now sees it. And now the first base coach was double checking to make sure the total of outs and increasing the intensity here. The 3-1. This one on the ground, right side. Henke bobbles. The flip to second is wide. The tying run is in. Here comes the lead run for Meridian. It's in safely. No throw to third, no throw to second. We got confusion on the defense. It's 2-1 Meridian on the ground ball to second. So Bias also able to get all the way to second base on that play. So again, 2 runs come across the board for Meridian Select. Bias driving in those 2 runs, still 2 out. Here comes Bullock. Blomquist deals. That one in there for a strike. Excuse me, this is Miley. I beg your pardon. So Miley with the 0-1 count here now. This one on the ground, right side. They're going to step on the cushion at first to get the second out. That is the right play. It's the frustrating play, but it's the right play by Schwartfeger to get the out. It allows another run to score, though. So if you're Miley, you're thinking, okay, no big deal. It does bring a run in, and it's an RBI for Miley. As Keller comes up here now with a runner at third, as Meridian takes the 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. And just like that, they want to tack on more, obviously, but then in the top of the 6th, they just need the 3 outs. First one to Keller, misses. Nobody moves. Bias at third, the 1-0 count to Keller. 2 away. Blomquist deals the 1-0. This one downstairs. So 2-0 the count. Obviously, you have 2 bases open, so not the end of the world if there were to be a base on balls here, but Blomquist isn't thinking about that right now. He's thinking about the out and getting his team back to the plate. 2-1 the count now. Two-one. In there for strike 2. There's the confidence builder if you're Blomquist here. Keller 0 for 1 with a walk. Back in the 4th. This one went back to the screen. So still 2-2 here. Boy, big swing here in the bottom of the 5th. Meridian getting 3 runs so far, looking to drive a 4th in here. 2-2. This one skips in. Connect doing a great job keeping that in front of him, not letting that 4th run come across the board here. And now, again, not the end of the world if there were to be a base on balls here. 3-2. Right back to the screen. So we'll do it again. Keller starting to time up that pitch a little bit here. Just a little bit behind it. So Blomquist trying to get back to the dugout here. Payoff pitch again. And it gets over the glove of Hines. Another run is in for Meridian. And it's 4-1. RBI single for Keller. Eli Shinoda comes up here now.
Next up for Meridian, number 21, Eli Shinoda.
Still 2 away here in the inning. Blomquist delivers. It's bunted, and it'll be a foul ball as it went into the batter's box. Called quickly by the home plate umpire. So 0-1 the count here. Shinoda trying to keep this lineup moving for Meridian Select. Tack on a few more. The 0-1. Outside, so ball and a strike. 2-1. Here we got those awards we'll hand out at the end of this one. Do one pitch. It's upstairs, so 3-1. Blomquist having a hard time finding that zone right now. It's 3-1. Eau Claire will have another chance in the 6th inning. They need 3 runs, 3-1, and it's a walk. So now the bases are loaded. Again, still not the end of the world. Another run doesn't come across the board here, but you have the bases loaded right now.
Now batting number 7, Reese Dutton.
I'm sorry, you have runners on first and second, excuse me. First and second. As Dutton comes up here for Meridian. Here's Coach Harkness, who on our last broadcast we had here where people were giving high praise to him. I know he's very light on his feet over there in the third base coach's box. Dutton 0 for 2 today. First pitch coming inside. Connect doing a good job keeping that in front of him, not letting it get away. It's the 1-0. On the ground, left side, picked up by Shramsky. Over to second. They get the out at second. Very close play over there at second. They get the out, so that'll end the inning. But, man, for Meridian Select, they tack on 4 in the bottom of the 5th with a chance to win it in the top of the 6th. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to Game Day here on the Region Sports Network. Here with you from Crown Point, Indiana. Just as a reminder, the coverage of the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network is presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. Pet Supplies Plus is your one-stop store for all your pets' needs. Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. For more information, visit PetSuppliesPlus/Crown Point. Do have a pitching change here as Paoli comes in to pitch. Keller goes to first.
Leading off for Eau Claire, number 17, Brady Schwartbaker.
So the changes here defensively for Meridian is Keller at first, Paoli on the bump, and then Owen McDonald is now behind the plate. Leading off for Eau Claire here in the 6th, Brady Schwartfager. Want to know the count on him. Paoli deals upstairs. Meridian scoring 4 runs in that bottom of the 5th inning to take a 3-run lead on Eau Claire, so they need at least 3 runs to try to tie this one and send it to the bottom of the 6th. That's a strike there on Schwartfager. You make sure you stay with us postgame as we will have our award winners here. Our Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Our Proud Union Home Play of the Game presented by IKORCC. And then our Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. We'll have all those at the conclusion of this one. Winner moves on tomorrow to face the winner of our next matchup between Washington Park and Sherrville. 3-1. That's in there for a strike. 3-2. Coach Hark is down there saying, all right, you got 2 strikes. Let's go. Protect that plate. Three-two. That one misses for ball 4, so the leadoff man is on for Eau Claire. This will bring up Hines. If you're Eau Claire, you need base runners right here, trailing by 3 in the top of the 6th inning. Hines has walked and reached on the fielder's choice so far today. First pitch to him. In there for a strike. Hines had a really good day on the pitching mound, keeping Meridian off the board for a good chunk of the day. But Meridian, who was threatening a good chunk of the day as well, finally broke through in that 5th inning, scoring 4 runs. The 0-1 upstairs, 1-1 the count now on Hines. Here's a 1-1. This one on the ground, left side. Roberts gobbles it up, throws to second, over to first. It won't be in time. Keller keeps it in front of him, though. But they get the lead runner at second base, and that's the first out there. Roberts to Shinoda has been a pretty common theme so far today.
Now batting for Eau Claire.
So Hines on with another fielder's choice today.
Sam Shramsky.
So Shramsky comes up here now. Paoli's first pitch on the outside part for a strike. One out, one on, 0-1 count here. This was Olson's spot in the lineup. The 0-1. Just missing for ball 1. Sun starts to peek back out here in the hub city. 1-1 the count is at 11 pitches with 1 out. Missing and ball gets away. So down to second goes Hines. So 1 out runner at second now. Tying run on deck. 2-1. This will be lifted off to the left, foul for Shramsky. Paoli gets the sign from McDonald. He likes what he sees. The lefty delivers. It's called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. And just like that, 2 outs. And this will bring up Foss.
Next up, number 5, Foss.
Harkness giving a few words of encouragement there to his hitter. I got to say, folks, those of you over in Wisconsin, I am very impressed with him as a coach. This one lifted off to the right. And this isn't a knock on any coaches. You can just tell Coach Harkness there, he gets it. Here's the 0-1. 0-2. You see a smile on the face of Paoli right now. Winner moves on here in the Ironman bracket. We'll face the winner of our next matchup coming up here. The 0-2. Just got a piece of it and fouled it away. So Foss with new life. Needs to get on base, try to bring that tying run to the plate. And that will do it. Meridian Select gets the victory, 4-1. Jubilation in the home dugout. And while there's disappointment in the visitors' dugout, what a battle Eau Claire put up this week and today. And Meridian Select just broke through in that bottom of the 5th inning. They had been threatening all day. That's one of the tough parts about when you get to this point in the competition. There's jubilation and heartbreak, but certainly nothing to hang your heads down about if you're Eau Claire. Meridian Select will move on. They'll face the winner of our next matchup between Washington Park and Cherville. Great game played by both these squads. Pitching was outstanding. Defense was outstanding. And timely hitting when they needed it most came through. So let's go ahead and name our award winners in this one today. First, we got our Crowd Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. The Crowd Companies have offices open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and Saturdays till 2 over in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
His commitment to our nation's youth was unsurpassed. His primary objective was for every child to have an opportunity.
So for that award, we're going to go with, for Meridian Select, we're going to go with Weston Bias, who was able to get that first couple of runs across the board. He reached via an error, but he was able to get those first couple runs across the board, which ended up being the pivotal runs needed for Meridian to get the victory.
Number 11,
so Weston Bias will be our Crowd Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. We'll go with our Proud Union Home Play of the Game presented by IKORCC. Learn more at IKORCC.com. We're going to go to the 5th inning with all the craziness happening in that 5th inning just before those runs were scored. We're going to go with the line drive to Shromsky. He was able to catch right there on the line. They had quite a few bases juiced at the moment. They had bases loaded and just trying to get out of that final inning there in the 5th before the runs finally came on the board. But a line drive right to Shromsky, who had been moved over defensively in that position. So way to stay in that position, or way to keep your head in the game there in that position and make the catch at shortstop. Now our Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. We are going to go with Henry Hines on that one, doing a great job on the bump today. Held Meridian Select scoreless for 4 innings, doing a great job and playing a good third base as well throughout this tournament. Well deserved for number 24 of Eau Claire, and that is Henry Hines. Our executive producer is Chris Ramirez. Video coordinator is Claude Martinez. For Zach Miller on camera, Ben Tamara on the production. Guys, great job as always. See you here in a little bit. I am Michael Brenner. Thanks for tuning in. We've got more action here from the Cal Ripken 10U World Series brought to you by Pet Supplies Plus in just a little bit. You've been watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.